welcome to my kitchen. I'm Christina. Today I'm going to prepare Mexican-inspired favorites, tacos and taquitos. I will prepare them both with pork carnitas, which is just shredded pork that I made the other day. I will leave a link below to that video if you haven't already seen it. Okay then, I'm ready to get started. Okay, so I'm ready to show you how to assemble the tacos. Super easy. I have my tortillas on my plate. I just kind of propped them all together. I usually like to make 3. And all I'm going to do is I have my shredded pork, and I'm just going to add the pork to each tortilla. Hello, Lola. Load it up with as much as you'd like. Next, I'm going to just put them in the microwave and warm them up for a minute. Okay, so I just pulled my tacos out of the microwave and they're perfect. 1 minute is really all it took. So now all I'm going to do is top them with salsa and onion and cilantro. And I chopped up some onion and cilantro already, and that goes right on top. And how delicious do those tacos look? Super simple, super easy. And I also wanted to note that the salsa I'm using, now I'm just giving them a nice plug. This is Mateo's gourmet salsa, and it is so delicious. I highly recommend that you try to find the Mateo salsa in your area. It tastes like homemade. It tastes like something you'd find at a street taco cart. Highly recommend. So delicious. All right, so I'm ready to get started with my taquito demonstration. And what I have here is I have a pan that I filled up with oil. There's a good amount of oil in there. I want to fry my taquitos, and I want the oil to come up halfway so that they're not submerged in the oil, but they're in a good amount of oil. So while my oil is heating up, I did put my corn tortillas in the microwave for about 30 seconds to warm them up, and mainly so that they're pliable and I'm able to roll them. And what I did just now is I added some shredded pork, and now I'm just going to roll it with my tortilla. I'm going to do all 3 of them really quick here. I don't know if you can hear the rain outside, but it is really coming down. Again, just roll them easily. And before I take them to my frying pan, I am going to take a toothpick and just cut it in half, or break it in half with my hand, and put the toothpick in there to keep them from falling apart. Just right down the middle. And you know your oil is ready when it starts to shimmer. Not smoke though, just, just starts having a little bit of movement. And if you do want to test it, you could take like a piece of meat or a piece of the tortilla, and you can hear it start to sizzle, so you know it's ready to go. So carefully, you place your taquitos in your oil. So while my taquitos are frying up here, I'm just going to take a napkin and put it on my plate, because once they're done, I'm going to place them on there, and the napkin will help absorb the oil. The other thing you want to have ready is your salt and pepper. As soon as they come out of the oil, you want to salt them on both sides. And see how quick this is? Oh boy, those look amazing. Definitely be careful with the oil. You just want them to have a nice dark color on both sides. I do like to peek at it while it's going to make sure they're not getting too done. See that? Perfect. Turn off my burner and quickly, while they're still hot, add the salt and pepper. The hot oil will help the seasoning stick. Okay, so really quickly here, I'm going to show you how to plate the taquitos. First of all, we want to start by removing the toothpick. Okay, and next I'm going to place some green salsa on my plate. And just spread it around. And then our taquitos, I removed the toothpick. And right on top of the salsa. And secondly, I'm going to add Mexican crema, which is half a cup of sour cream and a quarter cup of milk, just whipped together. I put the crema in my condiment squeeze bottle. If you don't have one, it's not a big deal. You could just use a spoon and drizzle it over the top. I like to use my little squeeze bottle and just add my crema. And lastly, I have queso fresco that I already crumbled, and I'm just gonna drizzle it over the top. And lastly, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. How delicious does that look? I'd also like to share that the sauce that the taquitos are sitting on is this really yummy green salsa that I discovered recently. And it's a street style sauce made by Herdez. And it's just so delicious and tastes like homemade. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I've inspired you with all these amazing Latin recipes. Please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. We'll see you again. Thank you.